Hey guys, it's Lenny. I am back with my second part of my laser hair removal journey. I already went for my laser hair removal on my full legs and I'm very excited. I actually went yesterday. Today is Saturday. I went yesterday, Friday, because I didn't work. It was a teacher planning day. So I decided to dedicate the day to get that done. I also had a doctor's appointment, so I feel very productive because of everything I had done yesterday. So yesterday was my appointment. It was at 11:15 in the morning. I got there super early because I had a doctor's appointment earlier to get some blood work done. And it was really close to the laser place. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going back home. So I just went straight to the, actually before I went to the laser place, I have forgotten to get some Tylenol because I did some research. People who have done the laser and they mentioned how they would take like aspirin or Tylenol like an hour or two before in order to help with the pain. So I left my Tylenol here at home and I always have Tylenol in my purse, so I had to go to a 7-Eleven and get some Tylenol, and I took two. So anyways, yeah, I took the Tylenol maybe like 30 minutes before the procedure. I get there at 10 something, maybe like, I don't know, 10:30. And I did not have to wait a lot, although my appointment was at 11:15. Everybody who would go in would come in and out like very quickly. I'm guessing because maybe they had small areas, maybe they were doing like the upper lip or the underarms. It was definitely not the legs because it was really fast. So there were two people ahead of me. They went in and out very quickly. I went in like maybe, I don't know, at 10:45, way before my appointment. So that was very good. The girl was very nice. I walked into the room. There was like this bed, kind of looks like the bed that they have like in spas. Small room but big enough. It wasn't tiny. The room was dim. It was very cold outside, but thankfully inside the room where they do this procedure for the laser wasn't as cold, which I was very happy because it was on my legs, so I had to take off my pants. I stayed with my shirt and my underwear, which by the way, I wore a bikini underwear, kind of with a high cut, just because the full legs includes the bikini line, and I didn't want to wear one of those regular like grandma type of underwears just because it would be difficult for her to get to my bikini line. I wanted originally to get like a white bikini underwear just because I've read that if your underwear is dark, the laser could burn the underwear, and I do not have a white bikini underwear, and I forgot about it, so I ended up just wearing a red bikini underwear. But anyway, everything was fine. My underwear was not burnt. The procedure was very fast. No numbing cream was applied. She started, and right away I was like, scared. But right before she started with the laser, she asked me when was the last time I had tanned, how my skin reacted after the consultation, because the lady who did the consultation had done like a little spot treatment, or how they call it, spot area or test area, whatever they call it. And I told her the area looked fine. There was nothing wrong with it. I guess they want to know to see if maybe they should go a little bit lower or maybe higher. So the next thing, I lay on the bed with my shirt and my underwear, and she starts setting up the machine, and then I see something about the machine having to calibrate. I'm not too well informed about these laser machines and how they work and the names of the different parts, but I do know that she kept changing like this little can thing. I don't know what it was. So she had placed one of these little can looking containers, and then the machine was calibrating, so I waited there for like 2-3 minutes, and then she started. She gave me the little glasses. They look like sunglasses. They're supposed to protect your eyes from the laser, and she started zapping away, and she started on the bottom of my leg, like towards like the center part of it, and it felt a little uncomfortable, but it wasn't painful at all. It was just a little of discomfort, I would say, kind of like how everybody describes the laser online, kind of like a rubber band snapping against your skin every time they zap. And you do feel like the little cooling effect that the machine releases right after the little zapping, or the little rubber band snapping on your skin. You feel the little cooling effect. So it's like a variation of like a little bit of discomfort with a little cooling effect right after. So it kind of helped to make the experience not that bad. The most painful part, she did all the way from the bottom of my ankle to the very top of my bikini line. And when I say bikini line, I mean literally like a line. If you want a full bikini line, then they actually make you pay, I don't know how much, but there's an actual price for that area. So they just literally do the bikini line, which is the area that you see when you wear a bikini. She was done very quickly. I would say I was out of there maybe within like 35-40 minutes. She did take her time to make sure she covered every area of my leg. Now, I forgot to mention, before I went in for the appointment in the morning, I shaved my legs. And I made sure to use a new razor, because that's one of the things that she did tell me during the consultation, that I had to use a new razor. And the reason why they recommend you use a new razor when you shave before laser treatment is because using a new razor will leave you with a very smooth skin. So you will not feel any stubbles or any of the hair. Your leg will be very smooth when you use a new razor. When you use a razor that's been used 2 or 3 times and you shave, it will not feel as smooth. So my leg was already smooth when I got there. But when she was done with the treatment, she gave me like an aloe cream, and she had me apply it myself all over my legs, kind of like the same way that you would apply lotion on your legs. I just, you know, move it all over my hands and I apply it on my skin, and then I put on my pant, my shoes, and I went out. I paid, which by the way, I had no second thoughts about swiping that debit card. Like, this is the best money that I've invested in my life. Like, I have no regrets yet, and it's only like the next day after I had the laser. And they also asked me if I wanted to schedule the appointment already. I'm supposed to go back and see her 6 weeks from now for my second session. I told them I will be calling them back because I have to look at my calendar and see when I'm going to be able to go because of work and stuff. If not, then hopefully she's available on a Saturday. So yeah, I did notice as soon as I got home. By the way, on my way home, I did not feel any discomfort. My skin was barely pink. Like, it almost looked normal. I mean, it looked a little bit dry, like if you look closely to my skin, and you would see a little bit of pink dots, but nothing major. Like, if you did not know that I wanted to get laser, you would never ever guess that I had something done on my legs. Like, if I would have worn shorts on my way home, nobody would have noticed that there was something wrong with my legs. I did ask her, when is it okay for me to go out into the sun with shorts? And she said to wait at least 2 to 3 days. And I told her, after 2 or 3 days, should I apply sunblock if I show my legs? And she said, no, not really, unless you're going to be out purposely tanning. But to be on the safe side, I will wear sunblock if I do decide to wear shorts or skirts anytime after the 2 or 3 days. So as soon as I got home, I took off my pants and I showed my mom and my sister my legs, and my mom was touching my legs and she was like, wow, your legs are so smooth. Usually when I shave, a few hours later, like an hour later or 2 hours later, you already feel like the stubbles already, like the unsmooth area on my skin. And it's already the next day after I had laser. I had it yesterday, Friday, today, Saturday, and my legs are still smooth. Like, I am so happy. Like, usually the second day after I shave, I'm itchy and I have to be applying like lotion and aloe vera, and it's like a mess, which is why I kind of hate shaving, because the next day I have to pay the price of the itching and just the discomfort, because when the hair starts to grow out, it feels very, very uncomfortable. So far my legs are very smooth, no trace of any hair growing out. When I went yesterday for the treatment, the test area that they had done during the consultation about, like, I would say 2 weeks ago, still had no hair. So that's already a good sign that I'm going to be hairless on my legs for a few weeks. So I do plan on scheduling with them 6 weeks from now in order to have my second session. And overall, I'm very happy. I definitely recommend the laser. However, I cannot tell you guys yet if laser hair removal is going to give you long-lasting results. I'm not going to say permanent, because I already know with all the research I've done that laser is not going to give you permanent results. After 5, 6, 7, or maybe even 10 years, you will see some hair growth. But I don't care if they're not permanent. Just knowing that I could be up to 5 years with no hair, that is good enough for me. But yes, I will let you guys know how it goes. Also, one more thing before I stop this video is, remember I mentioned in my first video that in this place they use the machine called Candela, and they have two settings: the YAG, which is for darker individuals, mostly Latin people like myself, or dark like African American, and then they have the Alexandrite, which is for pale individuals. I asked her which setting she was using on me, and she said that my skin was good for either or, the Alexandrite and the YAG. And I asked her, but which one are you using on me? And she said she's using the Alexandrite on me. And I was a little bit upset about it because I thought the Alexandrite was not as good as the YAG, but I actually looked up online, and the Alexandrite happens to be more effective when it comes to results. So I'm very happy that I'm a good candidate for the Alexandrite, and that I'm using one of the best laser technologies out there for laser hair removal. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes. So far I'm very happy. Looking forward to my second appointment. And if you guys have any questions or comments about anything about my laser treatment, if you guys are interested in doing, please feel free to leave your comments or your questions down below, and I will try to get back to you guys as quickly as possible. Well, anyways, that's all for this video. I don't want to keep talking away. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to my channel and rate this video. Bye, guys.